Hello Lolas, welcome back to my channel guys. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click the bell to be a part of the notification squad. Today I have baby Tiger here and he is a big boy, as you can see. I wanted to change his clothes, but I love him in this little outfit. Again, this is a little outfit from his TT Tiffany, and I don't know. Like, I just love him in shorts. Mainly, I guess, because I like to see like his little legs and stuff like that. So, I don't know. It's just weird. But I hadn't did a sit down video with you guys in a while, so I thought I would come on and talk to you guys a little bit. I know this is a 6 to 12 month outfit, but I feel like he can fit it. But I have some other outfits that I think I want to put him on that's more like colorful and stuff like that. But I do like him in the brown. I did like him in the brown. And like I said, I have a more, let's say, wintry outfit that I want to put him on, but I didn't bring it over here. So let's unclip this. Let's see. Oh yeah. So yeah, let's unclip this. So there's not much to update in the nursery. I've been busy painting, and like I said, I want to get these two babies done, and I can share with you guys once they're painted. They are private order babies, so they're not available, and then I will get started on two new available babies that I will work on. If all goes well, they're going to be like, you know, they're not going to be like on the lower end as far as price cost, you know, but they hopefully will be something very special when I finish them. But those are the next two. Look at him. I just think he's just such a big boy, and it's just so sweet. Let me see what he looks like. Sometimes, I don't know, like, I don't seal my bottles to the point of, like, I don't seal around the rim, and I'm thinking maybe that's something I need to start doing, because, like, the bottle won't leak like this, but sometimes when they're drinking, I might get a leak underneath, and that bothers me. But let's see if we can get him to have a bottle. But it's like, ooh, I'm a big boy, I'm a big boy, I'm a big boy. Yeah. So let's see. And I should have put some lubricant on it so it could ease in all the way, but yeah. But anyway, so yeah, he is a big boy, and I was spelling his name different, but I think I'm gonna spell it Tyga, because I think that's more cute for an actual name. And so we're gonna do that, and yeah, so I'm just working on a couple things. Let me see something. What is going on? Oh yeah. Okay. I'm like, what in the world? But yeah, so I'm just working on a couple things with getting stuff together, and I gotta get the nursery organized and cleaned up, because I am going to be having my grandbaby over during the daytime while her mom works, and so I need her to be able to be in one of these cribs. So that's another reason why I've been kind of thinning out too. I'm going to reorganize my nursery, and so that I can have one crib empty for my real grandbaby to actually be in here while I work, so I can keep an eye on her. I have a crib downstairs, and I have two cribs upstairs. So downstairs I can put her in a crib. Upstairs I need to be able to put her in one of these cribs. And unlike the dolls, like I usually often lay them on like the changing tables, because I have 2 changing tables in here as well. I can't put a real baby on there, because yeah, that would be crazy. She could roll off. So yeah, just me trying to, I'm gonna have to try to find a rhythm for that. And so that's why I won't be taking any private orders no time soon, just because I need to make sure I find a rhythm and see how her sleep pattern is, and am I going to be working at night and not working at all during the day, or am I going to be able to get some work done during the day. Either way I go, it shouldn't affect like my dates, but I want to be able to be in a good rhythm, find a good rhythm for that. So a lot of different things, guys. I'll spill a little tea with you guys at some point. I don't know. I've been like kind of just like enjoying my private life. I know that a lot of you guys have been following me since, oh my gosh, like maybe 2012. And so it almost feels like a lot of my Lolas is like family. Even some of my new people, you know, it's like we connect at the doll shows and stuff like that. And so, like I said, I don't mind sharing some stuff. I feel like the internet is so overly, like it overly exposed people's personal lives, and then everybody have an opinion on it and this and that. But I feel like sometimes it's okay to share certain little things. So yeah. So I'm debating if I want to tell you guys in this video or not. It's nothing that's gonna really affect the doll world too much. I may slow down a little bit with how many dolls I'm putting out and stuff like that. As you can see, I have kind of slowed down a little bit, but a lot of that is I just had a lot of things going on, you know, good and bad, you know, just regular life, you know. We've had babies, we've had death, we've had, like I said, life changes. And, you know, we'll travel, splitting my time. I just love this boy. I love the way his color, you guys know I'm rare to toot my own horn, but I just really love the way his color came out. I'm probably going to do a little bit more work on his toes, his actual toenails, but I will work on that at a later date. But even now, I'm just happy with where he's at right now, and I just feel like he just give me that realistic feeling. He's a big baby, but he's like so cuddly, and I just look at him. He is such a big baby, and it's so fun dressing him. So I've been like trying to find my rhythm in work, like getting stuff, you know, like what to work, how to, you know, organize my day so I'm getting the maximum amount of stuff done. I've had a lot of box packings and shipping babies out, and you know, just trying to market the babies and stuff like that. And it seems like the market is so flooded with so many people painting now, and so it's so much competition out there for, you know, getting babies sold. So, you know, people are like not, you know, as quick to buy, or they're buying, but you have to be like, they're looking for specific, like the trending, you know, things. When I pick my babies, the babies that I buy like, it doesn't have to be what's the new sculpt that's out. For one, I learned that nowadays these sculptors are putting sculpts out like every week, so you're never going to have the latest sculpt or the newest sculpt, the most popular sculpt, because it's always a popular one coming out the next day, which kind of sucks a little bit, because we used to have time where we would just like be, you know, like the Saskia would be out for like months before something else hit, or a new, you know, a new Bonnie Brown baby come out, a new Cassie Braids, Lori Lee Eagles, something like that. Just, you know, before, but now it's like back to back, back to back, back to back. It's kind of like, you know, when you get an iPhone, you know, it used to be like, oh yeah, everybody waiting for that new release, but the new release is like constantly coming, so your phone is always constantly being old. Like, it's not never gonna be really new. But I'm not someone that chase the new things. I just like, you know, the realism or certain faces or whatever that catches my eye. But that's what, you know, I feel like is happening now. A lot of people are, you know, following trends and or what their friends are collecting. They want to collect the same ones and stuff like that. So, and you know, it is what it is. Like I said before, it's no one way to collect. And one of the other things I think I know is going on too that have kind of hurt the market, and I say this over and over again, is everybody dealing with these politics and posting their personal opinions and stuff like that online. And now, like, even I've noticed, like, you know, when it was the big thing about people talking about, you know, someone clicking and liking posts that is, you know, pertaining to racism and stuff like that. So now it's like you can't even be in your personal life liking other posts and stuff. People, it's just so many reasons why people are like, oh, I don't want to buy this, I don't want to buy that. So as artists, we buy these sculpts and or to paint, and then the sculptor makes some statement that, you know, 65 to 85% of the buying market don't agree with, and now you're stuck trying to find someone that'll buy it that's not opposed to this sculptor. I can't say publicly, but I recently saw someone comment on a post that I found their comment to be highly offensive to black people in specific, and it really bothered me, and it made me like really been struggling with the idea of if I can support buying from them after seeing that. And it's been other little things leading up to that, which I'm just like, people, please. And I know a lot of people like, oh, I'd rather know so I know where I'm giving my money. But I don't know, in this industry, especially when it's your main income and stuff like that, and it's a place that you really find joy in, you just really don't want to mix all that in. So I'd rather not. I've decided. I used to think I want to know, but I think I'd rather not know. Like, but it doesn't hurt that I do know, but I'd rather not, if that makes sense. So with all of that and everything that's changing in the market, next year I'm going to be really focused on trying to find something else to do. I'm going to still, you know, be in this hobby forever, and I'm going to still probably paint forever and paint to sell. Of course, a lot of times, you know, I'll end up selling some of my babies out of my personal collection. So rather I don't paint to sell, I'm going to always have something to sell, because even collectors are sellers. Some collectors sell more than artists because they're constantly buying and selling. But I'm definitely, you know, my goal now is really to kind of find another avenue back into the regular work market, or not work market, maybe just my own, another separate business to explore outside of the dolls, because it is getting a little crazy for me. And yeah, so so far I've been blessed to have people still buying my dolls pretty well, so I'm not really complaining on that part. I have some amazing customers and repeat customers that come back and buy from me all the time. I know eventually they're going to have too many babies too, and either they're going to have to be selling some of theirs, or they're going to, you know, not be buying and stuff. So I try not to get stuck in holding babies for people. That's why now I tell my repeat customers, I'm like, no, I'm just gonna paint and put up for sale, and then that gives new people to get an opportunity to buy. because I know how frustrating it is when you're trying to get a baby from a certain sculptor or artist and you're just stuck never getting one because the same people keep getting the babies. So I try to do that, but you know, with people already being able that have seen my work like in person, at shows, whether it's at shows or in just buying from me, they're not as hesitant when I put a baby up versus like a new person may, and there's nothing wrong with that, but they may want more pictures or more videos or this and that. And sometimes like if I'm out, I'm not home at the time, I don't have time to, you know, drop everything I'm doing to go get those pictures for them. And I'm like, okay, when I get a chance, I'll get to it. But by the time I get ready to get to it, one of my other customers or somebody that's already been familiar with my work says they want to buy it. They're not asking any questions. Their money is ready, and I take the sale. And so that other person that was waiting for the additional stuff never get the chance to buy the baby. So that happens sometime. And then people just think you're just selling to the same people. It's not that. It's just sometimes it just works that way. Sometimes I offer babies at lesser prices, and sometimes, you know, still. Sometimes I've had like new people end up getting and have an opportunity to get one of my babies for the first time because it falls better into their price range. But then sometimes my repeat customers get those too. So it's just, you know, so I just, you know, that's stuff that you have to consider. Like, don't think that it's just always the artist just purposely just selling to the same people over and over again. What else I wanted to talk to you guys about? Cuddle babies. I am a cuddle baby person, but I know a lot of people are not. I've been getting a lot of people want to buy Taylor. I don't know if y'all can't see her, but she's right here. But a lot of people been wanting to buy Taylor, but I let them know like Taylor isn't finished being rooted. Well, Taylor head is like the size of a toddler, and I don't have the time to sit and dedicate that time to her without knowing that she has a buyer. So I'm like, I'm not, and I need to go ahead and finish her, but it's like, yeah, it's like I just haven't had the time because I have other babies that are selling, and so I have to finish working on them and getting them ready. So that gets her pushed back. So it's like, gosh, you've been saying you're gonna root her. Yes, I've been saying I'm gonna root her, but then so and so sell, and then that baby needs a box packing or needs to be finished rooted too. So that baby gets finished rooted, or another baby I put up like private orders. So then now these babies got to get finished painted. So I don't have time to root babies that don't have a buyer because I got to take care of the people that's already paid, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like tug of war, and I kind of try to root in between, but sometimes that don't work out so well. So yeah, it's kind of frustrating sometimes because it's like I want to have babies that's fully completed. Like some of these ladies can just push out the babies, but I use the hair that I use in my baby's hair, and I'm not saying that other ladies don't. Some of people just faster and they're more skilled maybe in the rooting. And I also have a problem sitting still. So, but I use the hair that I use in my babies are really fine, and I try not to do more than 1 or 2 hairs per hole. And so it takes a lot more time to do that versus like human hair or thick follicles, thick hair, because it's more hair got to go in, and it just takes more time, and I'm not as super fast. So unfortunately I can't just like root in a day. But so far my customers like the rooting on their babies, so I'm not going to change that. And there's that. So I don't know, but that's where I'm at. I know this is a long video and I should get off of here. I didn't realize that I was talking this long, but yeah. Anyway, I want to, like I said, I want to get him changed into something else, and I probably will. See his little but he just looks so cute in these shorts. These shorts are so cute on him. Hold on. Let's see. I'm gonna get him like It's like, don't get me undressed, completely undressed. But yeah, he's a big boy. Big boy. Yep, see, big old boy. But I don't know that I want to put him on this, but just for the video, because I want to put him on this green romper, but we'll try this one for now, just to see. But like I said, he wears 6 to 9. I think he could wear 3 to 6 month onesies. Some of these clothes are so weird. Sometimes you'll find something that's like size 0 to 3 month and it's really big, and he can put that on. But sometimes he can wear 12 month. Like this is 6 to 12 month. I think it's Old Navy. And he's probably gonna be able to fit it. I think he'll be able to fit it. We'll see. We're about to see now. It's just depending on the outfit, depending on, and that's another thing. It's like when people are shopping for the babies, they're like, what size do they wear? And you're like, so and so size, and then they get the baby and they're like, well, I bought such and such and it doesn't, that's not the size. And it's like, what brand? Also, like, the location matter. Me and one of my friends that live up north in New York, we figured that out. We discovered like Carter's, their Carter's was bigger than the clothes, the sizes was bigger. She sent me some stuff in a box. I sent her some stuff one time, and we realized that, like, she was like, he can't fit newborn, he wears preemie. And I'm like, no, he can't fit preemie. So my preemie stuff he couldn't fit, but her preemie stuff he could fit. But we were shopping, I'm shopping down south, she's shopping up north, and I don't know why. That's weird. But yeah. Or if you buy Carter's out of the Carter store versus Walmart or Target, like, the sizes was different for some people. So yeah, he can fit this a little baggy, but that makes sense for a baby. And I will put him on his little tennis shoes, and yeah. Just like that, voila, he is. Got on him some little clothes. It's been cool too, so I'm gonna leave him on this for today, and then we'll get him dressed in the wintery outfit that I wanted to put him on later. I be liking his little feet out too, I'm not gonna lie. So we'll leave him in this, and then we'll get him dressed in something else. And let me see what size this is before I go. See, this is easy peasy organic, and it's 0 to 3 month, but he fits it really well. This is a big shirt for 0 to 3 month baby, in my opinion. But yeah. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Leave me any comments or questions that you might have, and I will answer them either in the comment section or the next video. Bye bye for now.